Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
We teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan. And then he also would come to school with headshot. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him, like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like, and now look at him.
We know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name. But yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
What's going on with all my billionaires out there? This the guy, Hoods Billionaire. Welcome to Hoods Billionaire TV. Big favor, big abundance. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about how is Michael B. Jordan corny? Like, that's a question. Like, I want to know, like, how is he corny? What makes him corny? Let's talk about it. So, Michael B. Jordan, at the premiere of the new Creed film, Creed 3, was interviewed by a podcaster by the name of L'Oreal. Now, she's been on multiple different podcasts. She's been on but probably well known for doing podcasts with Angela Yee on Lip Service. Pretty good at what she does. She's actually a talented podcaster. So, she went up to interview Michael B. Jordan, and was like, hey, we go back to Newark. I kind of know she probably threw that out there to get some points, but I guess they went to school together. And Michael B. Jordan, he was just looking at her the whole time, as y'all saw in the beginning, and was like, yeah, you called me corny, right? Like, you just called me corny. Like, oh, she was like, oh, I was misquoted. And what he was speaking on was going back to when her and another podcaster were speaking on Michael B. Jordan, and the other podcaster actually said Michael B. Jordan was a nice, corny guy. And she was saying she wasn't saying that in offense to Michael B. Jordan. To be fair to everybody, because I'm going to lay it out in the full context. To, be fair to Michael B. Jordan, she's not saying corny in a negative way. She just was, I guess that's slang for just a good guy. I don't know. But that's when L'Oreal spoke and was like, I went to school with Michael B. Jordan. And, I'm not gonna lie, we did used to make fun of him back in the day because he used to come to school with his headshots, I guess from modeling and acting. And his name was Michael Jordan, and she like, we just kids from the ghetto. That's pretty much what she was trying to say, and we just used to make fun of that. Like, nigga, you not know Michael B. Jordan. Now, ain't no telling what the context of that is. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how she spoke on it might not have been how they spoke on it back when he was a kid. You feel what I'm saying? As an adult, she could have paraphrased that. They could have probably really been going in on him when he was a little kid, like in a rough way. You feel what I'm saying? They could have really been doing that. So we don't know that. Just the way that she spoke on it, you can't take that for face value and be like, oh, well, that didn't sound too bad. Nigga, they could have really, really been going in on him when he was a kid. Because what kids from the ghetto typically do, they do crack jokes on other kids. You know what I'm saying? They not knowing no better. Their brains not developed, but that's how I go. So, she was speaking on that situation. You know what I'm saying? And, so, I guess when he heard that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how the universe work, alignment, everything comes back around. That's why you got to watch how you treat people. And, she saw him. You know what I'm saying? She saw him, and, she spoke to him. You know what I'm saying? She was like, hey, and spoke on that. And he was like, Corny. She was like, no, I was misquoted. And then she kind of tried to play him and the other guy against each other. This is what I got from that. Or maybe just trying to mellow down the situation. And he like, what kind of question is that? You feel what I'm saying? But all in all, you know what I'm saying? At the very end of the conversation, she was like, well, you're not corny anymore. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of gave context to the fact that you might have called him corny. You know what I'm saying? You probably was calling him corny back in the day. So now a lot of people are just going on like, yeah, Michael B. Jordan really gave it to her. Yeah, you gotta watch Karma come back around. I'ma say this, like, he didn't even really go in on her for. He didn't say nothing. He just addressed the situation. Now I saw somewhere Joe Budden was like, oh, nigga, that's corny to hold on son 8th grade. He wasn't addressing the shit from 8th grade. That's not what he was addressing. He was addressing what he heard on the radio show. You feel what I'm saying? And whether it was L'Oreal or the other podcaster, he did hear somebody call him corny. That's what he was addressing. He didn't say, yeah, remember back in 7th grade when you used to call. That's not what he said. So Joe Budden was misquoted when he said that. You feel what I'm saying? L'Oreal brought up the fact that she used to talk about them in the 7th and 8th grade. You feel what I'm saying? But he didn't even really say anything to her for real. It was really more like the situation spoke more than he had to speak. You interviewing me at my premiere, and I'm a rich, successful, disciplined movie star. You know what I'm saying? So the situation spoke, and he could understand that the energy of the situation was speaking volumes. So he didn't have to say much. And that's what strong, confident men do. Now, let's get to this corny stuff. I want to know, how is Michael B. Jordan corny? Like, what makes him corny? Now, this is the first time I've ever heard this. I've never heard the culture say Michael B. Jordan is corny. I've never heard that. I think that's a false narrative. Y'all know who really run the culture? You know what I'm saying? It's higher ups. So it's like, is that the narrative where they want to make someone like Michael B. Jordan look corny, but then make your favorite killer, drug abusing gangster rapper look like he's not corny? You feel what I'm saying? Because that doesn't make sense. If being a God-fearing, hard-working, focused, disciplined, wealthy, take care of yourself, take care of your body, well-groomed, well-spoken, prayerful black man, if that makes you corny, goddammit, I'm corny. I'm corny. Shit, that makes me corny. I'm a corny man. If that's what make you corny. And then I want to know, if that's corny to be like that, what's not corny? And whatever the answer to that is, will probably give me a better understanding of why we as a people are in the situation that we in. It's no way in hell that somebody like Michael B. Jordan is corny. He's the exact opposite of corny. He's a top tier guy. You know what I'm saying? We gonna salute a top tier black man who focused on his goals. You don't hear about him having a bunch of women out of wedlock, sleeping around with a bunch of women. He be dating white women. Who, first off, that doesn't even matter. But second off, we saw him date Lori Harvey and asked her to marry him. And she didn't want to marry Mike. She didn't want to marry Michael B. Jordan. Think about that. And that's her wealth and her right, if that's not what she wanted to do. But we not finna make it like Michael B. Jordan don't date black women or don't love black women, because that wouldn't be true. He's living his life and he finding the woman that's best for him, and he going and getting his footing in life. We need to salute the black man, bro. But it's no way. I just don't understand, like, what makes him corny? I don't get it. If he corny, I'm corny. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a humble guy, but I'm saying I ain't never had nobody call me corny. But if Michael B. Jordan is corny, if being a focused, disciplined, respectful, well-spoken, hard-working, keep your body together, mentally strong, God-fearing, wealth-attaining black man is corny, nigga, I'm corny. Just point blank period. Nigga, I'm corny. And I'll be corny all day if that's what the the prerequisites for being corny is. I'm gonna be corny till the day I transition out this bitch. So it is what it is. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about the situation, man. This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Big favor, big abundance. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. This the guy Hoods Billionaire. Big favor, big abundance. I'm gone.